everyone's happy, healthy, and safe. ¿Cómo están, mi gente? ¿Cómo se sienten? Hello. I'm happy to be here with you guys today. It's Friday, and we get into it. And by the way, whether or not you agree, disagree, send me a message. Whether it's late night with LindaRosa@gmail.com, hit me up on Instagram, Facebook. I'm on it. Let me know. All right. So this week's question is, what are some red flags to watch out for when dating? I could do a whole episode on this one. I might. I don't even remember who sent me this, but I'm going to keep it in general. There's some really, really good big red flags. For example, I feel like red flag number one, when they're too secretive. What I mean by too secretive, their phone is always on airplane mode. They never take a phone call in front of you. Now, let me just elaborate on that one. I know a lot of guys that are gentlemen will be kind enough to not, bring their work or whatever and buy you. But what I'm talking about is when y'all chill on the couch and it's 11 o'clock at night, dude gets a phone call, he got to step out. That's low-key suspect. Okay? When this person got way too many friends of the opposite sex. Now, I have a lot of guy friends, but there's levels. Okay? There's levels to this. That's a red flag. When they're spending way too much time with the opposite sex friend. And too much time means that instead of spending time with you, they're making time for someone else. And then when you complain about not spending that much time with them, they feel some kind of way about it. But when you have free time, you don't dedicate that to me. That's a problem. That's a red flag. Another one is when they don't, I'm not one to brag about my relationship or put it out there on blast. Some people prefer not to put their stuff out on social media, which is fine. I'm not mad at that. But when they're keeping the relationship extremely low-key, where like nobody knows, why? Low-key, you might be a side piece. Okay? Another obvious red flag is on holidays where you were spending together, aka Valentine's Day. You don't hear from this person. You don't see nothing at all. Suspect. Red alert. Sending the person, and I'm not saying that you guys gotta go on a date, that you gotta, do some elaborate shit. I'm just saying that, and not everybody really follows the holiday like that. But let's be real, most women like a little bit of attention during Valentine's Day. You don't show her no love. I know people work and stuff like that. That's different. But I'm talking about like, if you don't hear from your man or girl till after Valentine's Day, you a side piece. Okay? What's another red flag? When you're placing your concerns, if there's something that the person does that you don't really like, and instead of them trying to compromise or reach a compromise, they're validating their actions, red flag, they don't give a fuck about your feelings. Now, I'm going to speak to the ladies. Ladies, we're very emotional sometimes. There's going to be a time where what we're complaining about may not be that serious. You know what I mean? Like, ladies, do not get mad if your man didn't call you 20 minutes after you hit him up. People get busy. However, if the only time this dude hits you up is booty call hours, red flag. What does that mean? That doesn't necessarily mean he's cheating. That to me means he just may not be as interested. Another red flag is if you guys are building a relationship or you're in a relationship, and let's just say you have like something important happening. I'm not saying that they have to be involved. However, if you don't even call the person, like you had a job interview or you had a serious medical appointment or whatever the case, and you don't hear from your significant other, red flag. Because if you're mentioning certain things and you're talking about certain things and this person doesn't give a fuck to remember or just forgot, that means you're not really priority. Okay? Another one is If your partner is putting their friends in front of you, like, instead of spending time with you, especially if you're, if you live far from each other, or, your work doesn't allow you guys to see each other on a regular, or on a more frequent basis. If he or she does not dedicate that kind of time to you, red flag. Red flag. Either they got something else going on, or they're just not that interested in you. Red flag. Another red flag. This one's kind of deep. If you guys are new in a new relationship or whatever the case, and he want to hit it raw, red flag. Because you don't know how many others he hitting it raw with. Red flag. Ding, ding, ding. Okay? When you guys are hanging out, all he talks about is what he has and his title and who he is and this and the third. To me, I feel like you're overcompensating for something. You gotta be, guys, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have to be able to talk about things other than your title and what you have. Because both things you can lose at any given time. Look at the situation we are in now. So you have to be like, that's a red flag to me, y'all. That means they're, what's the word? Shallow. You don't want to date somebody like that, because what that means is that if they're going to show you love, they might do it materialistically, or they're expecting you to respect them because of their title and shit. Nah, fuck that. Because you can have title, you can have material, but that don't mean you're deep or you're spiritual or anything. And who really wants to date somebody that you can't really talk to? Okay. Red flag. If they are the jealous type, yo, a little jealousy ain't bad, and we'll talk about that in another segment. But I'm talking about over the top, or when they're like macho and they feel like they could do some shit, but you can't. That double standard, red flag. Red flag. Aggressiveness, red flag. If you guys are going on dates and you already see him coming at you kind of funny on some aggressive shit, or trying to tell you what to do, how to do it, or he can do certain things and you can't, red flag. Walk the fuck away. Walk away from that shit like the house is on fire, you about to burn your ass. Run. You don't need that in your life. Red flag. Okay? I could go all day. I should have made an episode on this. Another one. If he look musty from a distance, or she look musty from a distance, red flag. At least for me, that's a personal one for me. If you look like you nasty, I can't fuck with you. I just can't. No. Red flag. If you go to their house and their house is messy as fuck, and it's not like they just moved in, they've been there for dumbass long, red flag. To me, if you don't take the time to organize your space, you may not be organized in your space. Red flag. I'm not saying that, is that a deal breaker? No, I don't think that red flags are deal breakers necessarily, because some of the things that I'm talking about, you can fix them with conversation and things like that. But some red flags are deal breakers. Deal breakers, red flags to me are not the same thing. Let me know if you disagree though. If they're fucking racist. Look, and this is the thing now. See, nowadays, you know what I love about what's happening right now? Although there's a lot of negative, there's a lot of positive. Right now, nowadays, we're able to determine who's what. You know what I mean? But you want to pay attention, because a lot of these people who are low-key racist, and y'all know what I'm talking about. You guys probably had a lot of friends on Facebook, a lot of friends on Instagram that you thought were cool, and with everything happening with the dumbass president that we fucking have, you just realized, yo, yes, is racist as shit. And right now is the time to pay attention, because you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Because you might not be paying attention, like, oh yeah, it's funny, but then you living with the person, and now they being prejudiced or racist against you. And then, now you're kind of in a situation you can't get out of so easily. Or you can, whatever. But at the end of the day, racist tendencies, red flag. That to me is a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker for me for sure. If you racist in any way, shape, or form, red fucking flag. And yes, Latinos could be racist too. Yeah, I said it. Latinos could be racist too. So pay attention to what they're saying. Pay attention to how they're saying it. You know what I mean? Like, they be making low-key comments. Pay attention to that. You know what I mean? And games. When they playing games. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not calling you back because I'm not doing the tit for tat. That tit for tat, red flag. I don't like that tit for tat shit. I like to be direct. Let me know what's up. Don't do this tit for tat nonsense. Red flag. There's so many red flags. There's so many red flags. Oh, if you're going on a date now, Linda loves a gentleman. I do. Everybody knows I love a gentleman. Chivalry will win, win, win. Okay? You may not be the most attractive. You may not be the best at something. But you show me some genuine chivalry, I may look twice. I may reconsider if I consider not considering anymore. Bars. Okay? Well, this is the thing, ladies. I feel like even when you're going on a date and a guy should pay, you know, I think that you should have money with you regardless, because God forbid something happens. You want to be able, you know, to finance yourself. If you on a date and he's already insinuating or asking or whatever for you to pay, red flag. Especially if you're not a couple, like, damn. Now, ladies, I'm not saying that you are never going to cater to your man and take him out and pay. I'm just saying, when you're first dating somebody and they're already putting it out there that you got to finance a date, you got to pay for the shit, or you got to pay your half, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a lady. Red flag. Okay? So, let me know if you guys agree, disagree, comment, send me a message. I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you have a happy, healthy, and safe weekend. And until then, I'll see you at sunset. Bye.